Om. 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 By the grace of Holy Trinity, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Mother Shardamani Devi, and Swami Vivekananda, we are happy to present the second part of the Swami Vivekananda's blueprint for success. There is something unique about Swami Vivekananda. What is unique? When all the saints spoke about God, Swami Vivekananda not only spoke about God, he also talked about the country. Of course, the inspiration is from Adi Shankara. Swami Vivekananda could do it because in this country, the India, Bharatavarsha, we did not make a distinction between a God and a motherland. If you look at Ramayana, Ramachandra says, when he has been offered Lanka, he said no. Even if it is heaven, heaven cannot be equivalent to the motherland. So important. So that is why our people, our ancestors, considered this country as not as a geography, but a very God, the manifestation of God. That is why this Shakti Peeth, 56 Shakti Peeth. So this is very important. And Swami Vivekananda followed the tradition in every way. Every way. You can see that. You can see that. So that is why when he traveled, he found the miseries of our people and wanted to find a solution. So he arrived what today we call as Rock Memorial. It was called Ramapada that time. 3 days and nights he meditated. What is the solution for this country? And he got a vision saying that yes, this country will again become the guru of the world. The country will prosper once again. So imagine, he is saying that when there is no hope, no hope. People thought being slave is the destiny of this country. We have 1,000 years of slavery, not 1 or 2 years, 1,000 years. And Swami Vivekananda gave back the life to this country. Okay, that is important. That is why this country owes to Swami Vivekananda, and the entire world owes to our mother, India. So we talked about vision last time, the first series. What is vision? So we'll just say what is the vision now and then go ahead about goal setting. People always talk about goal, but if we are to have accomplishment of very high order, then it is important that your goals should be part of the vision. In other words, the vision can be achieved only by completing the goals. The goals will become milestone. I want to know. Because the moment you take the goal by itself, okay, accomplishing that, okay, you have done that, then it becomes meaningless. People think money is most important. They spend entire life in accumulating more and more money, and then they find it is useless. Okay, it's very important. Not only all over the world, all over the world. That is why what Swami Vivekananda had done 150 years back. Today, America is realizing. Eastern America, European countries are realizing. I got yesterday a news clipping in which from Times Now, it says now there are more than 300 Hindu temples in America. No support from government. No, nothing. No organization. Everything people organize themselves and did that. That's a DNA of Hindus. In Tamil, we'll say, Kovililla Uril Kudirka Vendam. Don't live in a place where there is no temple. Okay. This message there in the DNA. So we are doing very well. Like I said before, Swami Vivekananda not only talked about secular development, he also talked about spiritual development. For him, both are considered to be two eyes. Where did he draw this? From our own philosophy. What does our philosophy say? Artha, Dharma, Kama, Moksha. Some people say Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Dharma, through Dharma, you will have to make money, Artha. Then, see all the rightful dharmic desires are fulfilled. When the dharmic desires are fulfilled, then it leads you to what we call freedom, Sarga, Mukhthi. So it is if you look at Hindu philosophy, it's a natural evolution. So Swami Vivekananda is very clear that it is very important. Hindus must also make a lot of money. You don't have to feel guilty about it. Okay. So let's look at it. Okay. So what we are going to do is today we are going to talk about goal setting, how to goal set the way that we are going to do that today. Okay. Right. Yeah. Let's understand what is success. Success is to continually perform, not for a moment or moments, not for a day or day, but to perform day after day, month after month, and make that uncommon performance look commonplace. This is important. Which means that when you achieve success, people should think it's very easy. That's exactly what Swami Vivekananda did. For he is a pioneer from a nation which have been slave for 1,000 years, going to US and talking about the excellence of Hindu religion. And he made it look very simple. Is it simple? No, it's not. The excellence can be attained if you constantly strive for perfection, care enough to do your best in everything, in every way. So how do you do that? So says Swami Vivekananda, take up one idea. Don't do so many things. One idea. Make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live out that area. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, and every part of the body be full of that idea. That meaning that, from your body, the idea should ooze out. And just leave every idea alone. This is the way to success. And this is the way the great spiritual giants, within brackets, great business leader, which I am putting. Because as I said, Swami Vivekananda did not make a distinction between spiritual success and secular success. Okay. That is why he could inspire Tata to make Indian Institute of Science. Okay, because he didn't have any problem in actually people accumulating money through dharmic ways. So he talked about vision, that longest night seems to be passing away, the sorest trouble seems to be coming to an end, seeming corpse appears to be awaking, she is awakening. This is motherland of ours. From a deep, long sleep, none can resist her anymore. Never is she going to sleep anymore. No outward power can hold her back anymore. or the infinite giant is rising to your feet. This is important. So, this is vision. Vision means when nothing exists, you are able to create out of your imagination. That's what vision. Please understand this. Vision doesn't have a root in the past. We can see that here. So if you look at what the kind of modern attributes that people give for vision, you can see that Swami Vivekananda made use of it. So when he is saying that, he is able to kind of visualize the India achieving its political freedom and also freedom of thought. Okay, that India will be governed by our own principles rather than Western principles or any other principles that the foreigners have imposed on us. Okay, so this is the vision. Okay, let's move. These are the things we covered last session. So now talks about goal setting. So every new year we set a goal, and same goal we set again next year. We don't change the goal. That's because we find the goal what we are having is not inspiring. So says Swami Vivekananda, the fool never begins a work for fear of failure. Fool, because he knows, if it goes wrong, what to do. So he will not start. The mediocre gives up in the middle, like all of us. We are not fools. It's not that we don't take up a goal at all. We do take up. What happened? 90% of the time we give up in the middle. Frustrated by the obstruction. Okay. But the man of confidence never gives up, in spite of failures, till the goal is reached, says Swami Vivekananda. It is there in Nidishtakam, okay, the Sanskrit. So this is important. So now, just go through the kind of work what you have done before, and where will you place? Will you say you are a fool? Of course not. Will you say mediocre? So be it. But not the kind of confidence. It is not that we have not achieved the goal at all. But what happens is, we achieving the goal becomes more of a memory. Okay. Once upon a time we have done it. Have you done it yesterday? Can you do it tomorrow? No, we don't have answer. So Swami Vivekananda says, but the man of confidence never gives up. Why never gives up? Because he knows, he has got a faith that yes, I will be able to accomplish. Okay, this is important. Right. Just before this, I talked about the four things the Hindu philosophy talks about, meaning dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Now, what about the West? West, the goal is individual independence. The language is money-making education. The means politics. Now we can see that we are actually being influenced by the West. Today, everybody talks about individual independence. We no longer talk about individual responsibility. We have the Hindu philosophy is what basically in the way of life that you have responsibility, what you call duty. What is the duty? You need to take care of your parents. You need to take care of your brothers. You need to take care of your sisters. You need to take care of the people who are around you. You have to take care of the people in your community. Like that. It is called duty. So what is duty means actually? A duty actually means a kind of responsibility which cannot be delegated. Okay, a responsibility can be delegated, but this responsibility no. Okay, it is you and you alone. So what is happening in India? The goal is liberation. Like I said before, the slowly, the moment you have dharma, you follow the laws of dharma, you make money, And only desires which are oriented towards dharma, we keep it. Then that actually leads you to what do you call completion. And completion is actually renunciation. Once you are complete, you don't want anything. It's like a food, no? You are taken enough and more food. When people say, no, I have more food, will you take it? No, I'm full. I don't want. So like that. So the Swarga is not something to be aimed at. It is something that happens in the process of taking care of the other three, meaning dharma, artha, kama. This is exactly the kind of view Saint Tiruvallar has taken in Tirukkural. Tirukkural, he never talks about liberation, Mukhthi. He only talks about dharma, aram, porul, meaning artha, kama, desire. He doesn't talk about moksha because Valluvar believes that if you do all these three things properly, Mukti is not something to be aimed at, it's something that happens. It's like a flowering. It is like a flowering. Okay? That's the beauty of Tirukkural. Okay? Only fools rush after sense enjoyment. So if you ask me, I ask people want to be happy means what? It is a run easier, old glove, eating and drinking. Eating and drinking is what? It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Can that be a pleasure seeking? Can be a goal? Unfortunately, we have been so influenced by West today. We think only enjoyment should be our goal. One of the things people say is when you talk about Bangalore, more and more young people want to go to Bangalore. I ask them why. Sir, Bangalore is wonderful, sir. I said, what is so wonderful about Bangalore? No, sir, night life is good. Which means what? After work, they want to go to club, they want to drink, they want to dance, all kind of things. So which means that entire education, what Swami Vivekananda just now said, no? The goal is independence, the goal language, money-making education. So the money-making education is what happened. It gives you enough money. Because there's no clarity, what is seen immediately, what we call pleasure. The entire money that has been made is spent in pleasure-seeking activity. Can this pleasure-seeking activity will come to an end or not? No, it doesn't happen. People who accumulate money, they go on accumulating. Very rarely people give up. Very rarely people. We have to look at Ramayana. We can see very clearly. Ravana won all the world, 3 worlds, everything. Even he could control the forces of nature. When Hanuman visited Lanka, his palace, he says there are more than 6,000 young girls in his palace. And everybody loved Ravana. Now, can you say that Ravana is happy? He said, okay, enough. Now I had fun with all these girls. No. Even then, he went, his mind went to our Mother Sita. See, that's why I'm saying that. By just making sure your senses are getting opportunity to have a pleasure, please understand, it will never ever become complete. The more you experience the pleasure-seeking activity, the more and more you want. So you will have to be very careful when you're goal setting. What is that you want to set a goal? So Swami Vivekananda says, only fools rush after enjoyment. Okay. So you'll have to take care of that. Right. Once you take the goal, you must have a commitment. What is the commitment? Let the sages blame or let them praise. The good people. When you say sages, you say good people. Blame, no, this should not be done. Or they say, oh, great job. Let the goddess of fortune come or let her go wherever she likes. Mother Lakshmi, she can bless you or not. It doesn't matter. Let death come today or let it come 100 years. Why? Because Hindu, we believe in rebirth. So you start now. If you're not able to do it now, complete it now. You can complete it in next birth. Okay. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry thinking, oh, I don't have enough time to do big goals in life. No, that is not true. He indeed is a steady man who does not move an inch from the way of truth, meaning goal. Whatever goal that you have set yourself, don't move there. Says Bhadragiri. Swami Vivekananda is quoting it. That's a way you must have a commitment. Otherwise, it will become like our New Year wishes, no? New Year goals. Okay, every year we make a same goal again and again and again. Okay, right. That had to change. Until one is committed. That is hesitancy. The chance to draw back. Oh, maybe I made a mistake. I'll go back. Always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, in the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. The moment one definitely commits oneself, the providence moves too. You don't know from where the support is coming. You will start getting support from strangers, totally strangers. You are wondering what's happening. The people whom you know best, they may not support you. Yeah, they may not support you. But somebody out of blue comes and supports. It happens for all of us. All of us would have experienced this event one time or other in our life. So we think it's accident. It is not accident. It is not accident. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meeting, material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would come in his way. I have learned a deep respect for one of the Kote's couplets. Whatever you can do or dream, you begin it. Boldness has a genius, magic, and power in it. It's very important. So, boldness means you are getting committed. Yes, I will do it. Come what may, I will do it. What normally we say, we try. No, trying doesn't. Sorry. Doing only will learn. Whatever you can do, dream of it. You can begin it. Boldness has a genius, magic, and power. The moment you start doing all these things, you will find that you are able to move towards a goal. How a goal should be. This is important. Now we understand, okay, I have set a goal, fine. Then what the futures of the goal should be. Okay, futures of the goal. what it can be. This is what we call smart goal. If you ask anybody, are you smart? They'll say, yes, I'm smart. I'm very, very smart. So if you ask them, do you have a smart goal? Ask them, what is smart goal? Smart goals means specific. It should be specific. What can be specific? If you say, okay, I will pass my CA examination. Then I will pass CA examination is specific. Measurable. By what time? What do you mean by I will clear? How many marks? So, once you say, okay, that you are taken up CA and I know you want to complete it, that's the action, which means what? You should be able to work towards achieving that goal. One thing you need to very clear is every profession is difficult. It has got advantages. It has got disadvantages. What are the challenges of CA? The challenge of CA is that you have got a vast syllabus. Vast syllabus. So if you want to cover it, what you have to do? You have to study every day. So action oriented. So do you have that kind of action relevant to the vision? So you ask, why do you want to become CA? Why do you want to become CA? I want to make money. Very good. Please make. And then what? Then what are you going to do? I want to see my parents are supported. Very good. Very good. I want to take care of my sister. Wonderful. So which means it should be the relevant to the vision. Like, if you have a thing, vision, yes, I want to take care of my parents, I want to support the society, all kinds of things. Then you need money. And if you want money, we need a competence to make money. And that is why you chose this time bound. When will you complete? It's a 3 years program. Then when do you want to complete it? In the first attempt? Time bound. If we don't have a time bound, then the goals will never ever be completed. This you must remember. So, the moment you are talking about goal, the goal should be specific, measurable, action oriented, relevant to the vision. Now, what is the vision we talked about here? Swami Vivekananda, what he says, look at it. Yeah. One vision I see clear as life before me. The ancient mother has awakened once more, sitting on her throne, rejuvenated, more glorious than ever before. Proclaim her all over the world with the voice of peace and benediction. India must conquer the world, and nothing less is my ideal. That's a vision. So, do you have the vision? So, the moment you say that my family is going to think, the next step will be what? To the community and then, nation. When every citizen is prosperous, the nation is prosperous. The nation prosperous and individuals not prosperous is not a good idea. See, if you look at it, Africa, it has got all rare minerals. But who is using it? Other people are using it. Does it benefit them? No. So this is important. So every individual should do that. So if you think our nation has to do well in the world, we'll have to make sure not only we do well, not only our brothers and sisters do well, not only our own community in which do well, but all the people of the entire nation should do well. So just look at it. Then what you have done is what you call smart goal, is able to connect to the vision. Correct. See, that is how we have to do. Anything you do should be connected to the vision. If you're not connected to the vision, you lose steam. Okay. If you have a goal which is not linked to the vision, what will happen? What will happen? It's not that I'm saying you will not achieve goal. No, you will achieve goal. I live in Chennai. Okay. I'm talking a couple of years back, maybe about 30 years back. 30, even 40 years back. I used to go by cycle. So till night, 9 o'clock, 9:30. Then when you come, what will happen is the dogs will chase. So you're worried. Oh my God, dogs are chasing. The dogs are going to bite. And actually, I'm scared of dogs. So I pedal fast. And dogs also, running fast to catch me. Suddenly, there is somebody comes, so I had to put a brake and stop. Then what happens? The heart is coming into your mouth. You're so scared. Your spirit gone. This dog is going to bite. Now, what do you think dog will do? Dogs also stop. Okay. After that, you start. Do you think dog will follow? You will find dogs don't follow. Why? Why? That is interesting. If you look at it. Because the dog's goal is not to hurt you, not to bite you. Its goal is only to catch you. It caught you. That's it. Over. In lift. So that is what happens when you have goals without vision. Yes, whatever that is being limited, you will be able to achieve. I'm not saying no. You will achieve. Then what? Then what? So a lot of people say the goal what you achieve should be the starting point for the next goal. Now, when that can happen? Only when the goal is oriented towards vision. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, what happened now? I've been talking about Bangalore. Of course, Madras also is happening. But Bangalore is coming in the media more. Okay? That's why I quoted media about that. I have nothing against Bangalore. I want to make it very clear. So now, if you don't have a vision, what will happen? The way the young people are saying, okay, I got a job in IT, then what do? Then spend the money on pleasure and activity. I'm not saying anything more than that. Okay. So this is write your goal. Write your goal. This is important. Most of us think, we can keep it. It will go. If you keep in mind, it will go. We always say, out of sight, out of mind. So, if you want to remember your goals, you must write. Clearly, you must write. Writing out your goal is a commitment to achieve your goal. You are telling what you are telling. Come what may, I will achieve the goal. Come what may, I will achieve the goal. So, when will you say that? Only when you write it. Writing a goal is a powerful statement in comparison with half-formulated thoughts in the back of your mind. So, when Tilak said, what did Tilak said as a goal? He kept the vision of Swami Vivekananda that India will be somebody, will sit on a throne. Now, what to do? So he said, he gave a kind of goal. What is that? Full freedom. Freedom is our birthright. That's the slogan he said. Freedom is our birthright. I don't have to beg. It's for me. It's mine. I'll have to simply take it. Simply take it. So, thanks to Swami Vivekananda, the Tilak gave a very important and very powerful backup energy to the freedom movement. Vision and goals follow. So if you think I want to be somebody, what does that somebody means? You must say right. In fact, it is today's standard practice. When you go to any job today, if you are a fresher, one question you should be ready to answer is what? They will ask you, tell me about yourself in 5 years' time. What you are going to do in 5 years? So what actually they are saying is, do you have a vision for yourself? So if you say, no, I want to be greatest, means what? I want to contribute to a company, means what? These are subjective statements. Goals we said should be specific. So what do you say? In 5 years' time, I have a vision, a goal of becoming a senior manager in your company. Something like that. As a senior manager, I'll be responsible for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, why is he asking this question? Is it possible you do the work what you are doing regularly? Can you become like that in 5 years' time? No. If you want to be somebody in 5 years old, then it's important. You need to have the kind of competencies that require to man that position. Now, mastering those competencies itself will become a goal. Are you with me? Please understand this very clearly. Okay. If you want to be done in 5 years' time, yes, you can. I'm not saying no. But it requires competencies. So, you need to understand what is the competencies required. And you need to equip yourself with that competence. So, meaning, acquiring the competence itself will become a goal. Okay. So, writing our potential action plans with due dates makes the goal even more powerful. That is why we talked about SMART. Are you with me? Yes. Good. It's just not enough. You actually have a goal. You must share with others. Why should you share? The moment you share with your goals with your friends, it will be binding on you. It will be binding on you. You can't get away. You can't get away. Now you say, I want to be somebody in 5 years' time. You tell everybody. Then people follow. What that you are doing to achieve the success? If you are not doing it, they will tell you. My dear friend, you said this is what you want to do. It looks like nothing is happening. Okay. So, if you are certain, your significant others, you must tell you are married, you must discuss with your spouse. If you are not married, you must discuss with your parents, brothers, sisters, your very close friends. In your office, your manager, your co-workers. Nothing wrong. So, they will actually support the accomplishment of your goals. The manager will likely to support. Why? Why will he support you? Only when you when you are ready to take up his job, he can take his boss job. See, this is very important. People say that you become foundation. If you are not there, the company will not survive. No, sorry. That's a very bad approach. That is not going to give a result. The moment you become a pillar of organization, what happens to the pillar? Pillar remains same. Pillar remains same. So it is important. The pillar must support others to become pillars. Okay. So it says, look at it. Your manager is likely to support your goal accomplishment as a success is her success. Honestly assess the ability of family members, peers, and friends and provide them support. In close relationship, many different feelings, experiences, and historical events are at play. If you don't believe you will have a wholehearted support, keep the goals to yourself. If you think people are not going to support you, then what do? Yeah. In some of the things we see where people have been sharing, by and large, they don't get support. By and large, you'll say it's unfair. Yes, it is. It is unfair. But what to do? That's the reality. So, when will you start getting support? Only when you started getting success on your own first. That's why I said, if you don't believe that you will have a wholehearted support, keep the goals to yourself and work on it. The moment you become successful, then others will join you. Because see, please understand, everybody wants to join successful person. Nobody wants to join with the failures. Okay, this is important. Right. Then track the progress. This is where you need friends. You need a time management system. We'll talk about it next week. Okay. How do you track progress? Stephen Covey has done an excellent book called First Things First, a time management. We'll talk about it next week. Okay. The moment, so you set a goal. We said just now, we discussed that goals do not have value if they are not accomplished in time. Time means what? The time that you said you will achieve. No, don't worry about others. There's a difference between goal and target. Goal is what you keep for yourself. Target is what others keep for you. For example, it is always called a sales target. Why sales target? Your boss decides how much sales you must make. Now, when that is happening, what to do? What to do? We are talking about goals, Mr. Padmanabhan. You never talked about target. Think the targets are your goals. Targets are. And own it as your own. Okay. So we are saying whether you have a paper planner, computer, or anything, you can enter a goal, schedule daily, weekly actions to support the accomplishment. We'll do that next week. Okay. This particular thing has been done wonderfully well by Stephen Covey. We'll discuss that next week. Okay. Please be with us next week also. Remove the obstacles. So simply tracking the goals are not enough. If you are unhappy with your progress, find out what has gone wrong. You ask yourself, when nothing is happening, this all will do. Okay, next week when you're doing that with the time management planner, we'll do that. Now I'll give you a kind of idea here. You say, okay, The activity to achieve a goal, you will do it, say, one day. Day one, we'll say. For example, today. Today is what? Today is Sunday. You say, okay, by Sunday I will do it. You are not done. Whatever be the thing. You may have work, you may have a terrible headache, whatever kind of thing. I'm not saying. I'm not getting into that. Why you are not done? You are not done. So when you review what happens, you find that has not been done. Even though it is important, you are not done. So you still think it's important? Ask yourself. When I have not done what should have been done, ask yourself, is this really important to me? It may be important goal. I'm not saying no. Passing a CA in first attempt is very important. But is it important to you? Passing the NEET and becoming a medical doctor is important. But is it important to you? So you ask yourself, is this goal really important or important for someone else? No, nothing wrong. If you start working on a goal which is someone else, that's exactly what my wife did. She's also a chartered accountant. She didn't know what is chartered accountant, but except that her father told, she is all respected in the society. She did that. So what happens here? Goal of her father became her goal. Her father's goal is what? To see his daughter as a chartered accountant. Now, what is my wife's goal? Her goal is to make her father happy, proud of her. See, please understand. That's it. So, the goal that her father has set for herself, for her, became her own goal. So, she asked, is it important? Yes, it is important. Why? Because I want to make my father proud of me. Okay. So, is it easy? No, it's not easy. It's not easy. But important. Okay. So, you must understand. Then you do it. If it's important, if it's going to significantly contribute to your growth, yes. If it's not going to be like that, then remove it. Remove it. Are there any specific obstacles? See, for example, I've seen a lot of people are writing CAT, Common Admission Test for IELTS. What is the big difficulty? They're not doing well in mathematics. So it's difficult. Without mathematics, you cannot crack a CAT. Cannot crack. So what they do, the people who are serious about it, they go for special tuitions. They put endless hours of work. Believe me, it's crazy. I say, my God. They say, no, Padmanabhan, you don't understand. I said, what I don't. No, only when I crack this CAT, okay, I will be able to get admission in IMs and I can achieve my goal. So this is a specific obstacle. What is a specific obstacle? Clearing CAT. You want to go abroad, you have to clear GMAT. Yes. Can you do it? Can you do it? So, what is the kind of support? Whom and all you will ask? Will you go to special tuition? Will you take it online? Will you take offline? Are you going to leave your current job and do it? Or are you going to prepare along with the job? All these kind of decisions you should be able to take. But what is important? The obstacles must be removed. Obstacles must be removed. Believe in yourself. Most important. Have faith. Shraddha. Swami Vivekananda says. Have Shraddha. This we did last time. Power of Shraddha. Power of Shraddha. Okay. We did about 4 sessions on this. The way we are going to doing blueprint. We talked about power of Shraddha for 1 hour. So important. Believe in yourself. Shraddha. Faith. Condemn none. People may not have helped you. Don't condemn. You can stretch out a helping hand, do so. If you cannot, fold your hands, bless your brothers, and let them go their own way. You ask for help, friends did not give you. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. You do it. Why? It's your goal. It's not his goal. It is not your mother's goal. It is your goal. It is not your girlfriend's goal. It's your goal. So condemn none. If you're not able to get a support, condemn none. Condemn none. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. And find out support from someone else. Why? All power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Believe in that. Do not believe that you are weak. Oh my God, I don't know. So I can't. No, no way. It is not that you cannot do it. No, you have to do it with a little more kind of work. Little more preparation is called for. Okay. Stand up and express the divinity within you. See, when Thomas Alva Edison was in the process of inventing the bulb, he failed a large number of times. So people told him, Edison, don't you understand that you can't make a bulb? It is against God. If God has wanted light at the night, he would have created another sun. He kept quiet. They asked him again, no, tell me, Edison, what do you think? What did you learn from all these failures? Didn't you understand this? Edison said, yes. Of course I failed, but I understood something. What is that? In 1,000 ways, I learned how not to make a bulb. Interesting. Why? He believed in himself. Shraddha. Faith. So, Swami Vivekananda says, take the whole responsibility on your shoulders. And you know that you are the creator of your. No one else. You are the creator. Creator means the process, what we talk, no? Vision, all kind of thing. Okay. Believe. That's it. Failures, like that, in our mind, they're natural. If the failures are not there, everyone would have achieved everything. Nah? Then that's the fun. So says Swami Vivekananda. That's the beauty of life. See, only when there are obstacles, no, you talk about it. When somebody has crossed the obstacles, you talk, oh my God, so wonderful, great man he is. So many obstacles he handled. Of all the characters in the Ramayana, Anjaneya Swami stands out. Why? He's met so many challenges. So many challenges. And learned. And no challenge is same. When he was about to cross the ocean, what is the first obstacle he is finding? He is finding the mountain Mainagam. Mainagam is very friendly. He says, no, take this. He says, no. Why? Because even the love and affection can be an obstacle in your way. He says, no. Second, Mother Surasa comes. She wants to try. She get into my mouth. I got blessings from Brahma that I can eat you alive. He tried to convince. Nothing happened. So he grows and she also grows. Then suddenly he took a small form of a thumb size, went into her mouth and came back. Then he said, look, I've done. So there will be challenges from manipulation, intelligence. You must know how to handle. And the third, you find Agaya Taragai, Chayagrahi in Sanskrit, Chayagrahi. What she does, she catches people when they're traveling by holding their shadow. So There's nothing to negotiate. He fights and kills. So, please understand, there will be so many challenges. Only when you cross over them, you can be successful. So says Swami Vivekananda. I never heard a cow tell a lie, but then it's only a cow, never a man. So never mind these failures, these little backslidings. Hold the ideal 1,000 times, and you fail 1,000 times, make the attempt out. That's exactly what Edison did. Okay. Whatever you think, you will be. Whatever you think, you will be. If you think you are weak, weak you will be. If you think you are successful and strong, you will be successful. Says Swami Vivekananda. This is the time. Says Swami Vivekananda. I have given you advice enough. Now put at least something in practice. That ever see that your reading of the scriptures and listening to me has been a success. So, the first week we talked about vision. Now we talked about goal setting. Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. Thank you. So we'll meet the next week again. If you got any questions, you can always send to me. You got my number in the message what I sent you. You can send a WhatsApp message with your questions. Okay, then we'll work on that. We'll definitely work on that. Thank you very much for your patience, and because of the love and affection you show, it gives us more energy to do this work. I thank Mr. Rajagopal for giving what you call 100% support through his Bhakti, Bhukthi channel. Otherwise, it's not possible. Okay. See here, you can see that good people are joining for a good cause without expecting anything whatsoever. Counting on the blessings of Guru. So Rajagopal is an ardent devotee of Paramacharya, Shankaracharya, and continues to do a lot of work. Of course, I am doing a lot of work on Swami Vivekananda. All same, all divine masters are same. So please join us in the work. We'll do more and more. Thank you very much. We'll meet again. Om